Welcome to the show today. It's Joel.
Hey, it's Danny.
And we're talking about our BioGirls short film. This is a project that we did this summer.
Today's a big day.
Probably our most favorite one of the year.
It was. We had an amazing client and full creative control, which, like, when does that happen?
Never.
And it was just really fun from beginning to end.
Major problems on set. We've done it this
The
time.
fire's coming from. It's just everywhere in here.
How's it going, everybody? Today's a big day. We are filming a narrative piece for BioGirls. We got our Hollyland comms set up, and we are loving it. It's currently 90 degrees outside. It's a warm one out here.
People around here are intrigued as to what we do. It's more than they're used to seeing as far as setups. And when we were in that school admin building, that little courtyard, people were stopping and watching.
We are about ready to film. We just added a sweet double net.
That location was almost in full sun at the time that we had chosen to shoot there. We just used a lot of netting and floppies, and we made it work.
Good morning, everybody. It's morning. We had a weird end of day because we were doing some car scenes, and so we split up. Part of us tore down, part of us were doing that. Now begins day 2. We got our shot list, and we are starting back at the house where we ended yesterday. There's everybody. You can see them right there. Truck and trailer, baby.
BioGirls deals with adolescent girls from grades 2 through 6. They focus on mental wellness, physical wellness, self-esteem.
So after we got out a few of our more cliche ideas in the brainstorming sessions.
That's a challenge when you're doing a project for a good cause, is making it cliche to tug on the heartstrings, and we didn't want to do that.
We wrote a script around the parents and what they would be going through in their perspective, and it really hit home with the client.
It clicked right away, and our client was great. They provided valuable data to us to inform the script, to inform the parent struggle, and it made a real good beefy script out of it.
Morning, Zach.
Oh, what's up?
How you feeling?
Good.
How you feeling about day 2?
Oh, good. We're gonna put up a little ultrabounce right here. We're gonna scoop some of this light up, do a nice little key light. We have a nice black cat that has crossed our path this morning. Fingers crossed that everything goes as planned, because this is not a good sign.
We're getting some really beautiful flares on this scene right now with you talking. So.
Nice. Let's just shoot the scene right now.
Yeah, let's go. All right.
Okay, I'm going to BioGirls. Let's go. Yay.
Have a great day, honey. And that is the brightest trailer ever.
Talent has arrived on set. We have a room full of talent here. Approaching our first shot. We're just minutes away.
Just minutes away.
It could be any number of minutes, but for sure minutes.
Hiring talent can be a challenge. We try and stay in the know with community theater and other productions that happen around town to see who might be available. I ended up reaching out to Cammie, and she ended up being a great contact because she found the dad. The young girl was a gal that had been in our roster for a little bit, and we wanted to give her a shot.
Can I look at it like the whole time? Okay.
We had some rehearsal read-throughs just to make sure that everybody felt comfortable with their role and what they were saying in the script.
And that's the thing with a read-through. They might not be comfortable, but we get an idea of how we can interact with them on set. We get a bit of their personality. We hear the volume of their voice, like what feels natural to them, what they do with their hands when they're fidgeting. It's so valuable to do a read-through, especially for a narrative piece like this.
So good. I'm so excited. I'm like tearing up over here. So I'm like, I hope they're not looking at the camera.
So as far as location goes, our script called for a nice interior and a nice exterior of a home. And at first we thought we'd have to find 2 houses for that.
Right.
Do a little movie magic. We have some mutual friends that just have a lovely house.
We're filming at a location, and he is an illustrator. So we're gonna have to show them some of your illustrations. I didn't know he drew a picture of me. That is cool. See, he draws all these things.
Yeah, so why do you draw things?
Somebody decided to pay me for it, and I was like, to just doodle?
They were really generous to let us go in there, get all of our stills for the storyboard. They even were our actors for a time in our stills. Every interior scene we were able to do there, though there were a few challenges with the location. We'll talk about that later. It was perfect. The design of the house was like, we couldn't have designed a better set.
We're currently setting up a 1200D outside. There it is, punching through this window. We got a 600D set up right here. Major problems on set. Fire alarms are going off. Oh, we've done it this time.
This is not a joke. Fire. Our house is actually burning down. Yeah, we don't know where the fire is coming from. It's just everywhere in here.
It's actually our fault.
This is why I am never a smoke machine guy. Smoke machine, I mean, we try to get rid of smoke most of the time.
One step maybe, or else it looks like a pursuit. It's kind of scary.
And action.
One of the first scenes that we had the opportunity to be creative with a move was when our young girl walks into the house, kind of storming in, throws her backpack, and then walks up the stairs. And Zach had a vision to follow her, catch the backpack being thrown, back to the dad. We had to kind of make the most out of each scene and use these visual cues to help people get into that moment and follow the storyline.
We had a script with interior, exterior, day and night scenes, but we were at the height of summer. We were juggling talent's availability, and so we did 2 scenes where we did day for night.
We started blacking out all the windows. For dinner, we're gonna start preparing that.
We blacked out those windows just with floppies and gaff tape.
Onions. Oh, nice.
But we were able to make the most out of our scheduling by doing that, showing the passage of time, but filming it all at once.
You and Zach were really meticulous on how you scheduled things out.
So moving right along, we finished our wide. Now we're just moving in for singles.
What's crazy is I look back at that BTS and I forget that we didn't shoot that at night.
I know.
Because it's so believable.
And we got sleepy. Our circadian rhythms were like, whoa.
Final day.
Whoa, hello.
I ran right into it. So, Zach, we have 2 major scenes today, right? We're going upstairs to do the upstairs scene. We're gonna be doing day for night upstairs. Again, living room scene right here. Setting up for now first. Get ready for the final day.
We needed to show the chaos was subsiding. So we used one of our favorite camera rigs, a Dana Dolly, a manual Dana Dolly, in some specific scenes, scene 4 and 7.
Talent is on site. Camera's ready, audio's getting prepped.
I love that part where we see Eden in the living room, and then we pull back to the kitchen table and we see Cammie on the phone. And actually, a little director's note here, when we have talent on a phone call and the script is just one-sided, a lot of the times I'll actually call them on the other line and they don't have to act so much, they just have to talk to me.
Yeah.
So that's something that you can do anytime someone's on the phone.
So this is what they mean when they say free-range eggs. All the eggs go on one of these, and they walk around, and they're tasty.
One thing that we did to cut down on the exposure out of the front window was netting it. This allows us to expose for outside as well as inside, and it's a really great trick that you can do. We just clipped it, which made it really great, because then you don't have to skin a whole 8x frame. Combos, you can just slap it on the window.
We have a mirror board reflecting inside, giving us a nice extra kick in that living room. And then we also have a 1200D set up right here, acting as our key into that dining room area. So, aperture always coming in clutch.
Ah, the music.
The music placement for this project was
serendipitous.
We had picked out a few tracks beforehand that we thought, yeah, maybe these will work. Maybe we could use one of them. We thought we might have to use a few over the 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, like you do. That's normal to Frankenbite something together.
Yeah. And Zach found one that he thought had a lot of promise, and I wasn't even so sure about it. But when he went into the edit and placed it, it was perfect. And it wasn't just like oh, this is nice, and we'll just kind of massage it to make it work. The length was right.
One track.
The arc of the composition matched the story.
Yes.
It was beautiful. And in classic Zach, he's like, I mean, I placed this track. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I don't know.
Click.
I cried the first time. It wasn't even partially edited.
Wrapped up in the basement now. Company move upstairs to film the upstairs scene. Here it comes.
Hot points.
That's the name of a refrigerator brand and oven brand
Hot
for
point.
cheap apartment buildings. Here we got everything set up in here. Got talent in place, 1 of 2. Got a galvanized set up there. A couple practicals. Windows are blacked out. That's why it's so very hard to see in here.
Welcome to our cave.
The parents are at the foot of the bed, side of the bed, and
This issue is closing around them. It's just a classic framing technique.
camera's all the way back in that dark hallway. It's kind of this foreboding
Because it.
juxtaposition.
Oh, you said the word. You said juxtaposition.
And here we have sweet little baby Caleb.
I'm playing video games.
So the one challenge we had with this location, other than it being a quaint and tight corners in the home,
Yeah, very tight.
no central AC. We had to turn off the AC units, especially for that upstairs scene.
Yeah.
It was very warm.
I think it was mid-80s in that bedroom when we were filming, so you can see beads of sweat on like our faces and the talent. We had to dab them
Yes,
off.
I forgot about that. I had to do makeup maintenance on Jamie quite a bit. That poor forehead.
There it is. We finished all the scenes upstairs. We're tearing down stuff, all of our day for night things. We're currently doing one pickup shot. We just made a quick scene change, script change.
So we've filmed interiors of vehicles a few times, but every time we do it, I'm amazed at how little of an area that is. With there being the conversation between mom, driver, and daughter, passenger, we didn't even have room for both of them in the car. So literally Zach was sitting where the other person was, and the actor was talking basically directly at Zach, and then we'd swap, and Zach would sit in the driver's seat. And you know, if you do it right, it's very believable, and people would never know that they're not in the same car at the same time.
And you'd never know that the audio guy's in the trunk.
Adam.
Cuddle back there with his mixer.
We have put Adam in the craziest places, and he's always like, I guess I'm going in the trunk. We'll cut on the final take, and then we'll forget he's in the trunk. Someone let me out of here.
Don't forget about your audio guy.
We are wrapping out of here. We are done. Sweep it up, make it look like we were never, ever here. Ain't that right?
Without further ado, here is our BioGirls short film.
And stick around at the end. You'll get to see a reaction of our client when they saw it for the first time.
Hey, how was school? Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, sunshine. Here's my girl. Do you want me to try?
I don't know. Maybe just give her some time. I just miss her. She used to be so happy. Now she won't even talk to us.
I mean, I think we're doing the best we can right now. Remember when she wouldn't stop talking? But it's hard when it seems like she doesn't hear us anymore.
I remember that day. Looking at her and just feeling so grateful. I get to be her mom. I try so hard to build her up, but I feel like it pushes her away. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, yeah. And how do I sign up? And your daughter's gonna be there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think she'll really like that. So we'll see you in a couple weeks? Okay. Oh, what's it called again?
Hey, Mom.
Hey. Well, you gonna tell me how it went?
So good. Today we went for a run and I met this girl named Ella. She goes to the same school as me and I never even seen her there before. Also, the volunteers there make it so much fun. We also made these gratitude boxes where you pull out the stuff and talk about what you're thankful for. Wait, can I go get it?
Yeah, of course.
I think this could work.